Hey, what's up you guys? My name's Connor. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new. And this week, we're gonna be talking about millennials and Gen Zs. Why? I don't know. So, why don't we just get on with the video? So, I bring up that kind of controversial topic, not really, but so I can get some more watch time on this video, hopefully. In case you didn't see the title, I'm talking about Netflix this week. Why? Because the video idea that I want to film, I can't film yet, so this. Now, Netflix. Everyone's heard of Netflix. Netflix has been a thing since I was, 7? Probably before that. Am I gonna look it up? No. It's been a thing for quite a while. And of course it's evolved, because when I was 7, or however old I was when Netflix was first out, that was like online Blockbuster. Now, if you don't remember Blockbuster, wow, I barely do either. But Blockbuster was a video rental store where you rented stuff on VHS and DVD. VHS, I don't know what it stands for, but it is a tape with a movie on it, or show, or whatever, which I just referred to as movies. And then DVD were digital downloads on a physical disc, which were basically the upgrade to floppy disks, I guess. I don't know how technology has evolved fully, but yes, you could rent VHS tapes or DVDs. And Netflix was basically the online version of that. You logged on to Netflix.com. I believe you paid like a very little subscription monthly, like $5 or something. And then you clicked on like a DVD that you wanted to rent. Like I remember Looney Tunes being rented a lot, because I would make my mom rent it for me, along with my sister renting Twilight. And it's evolved to a streaming service, because who the heck rents physically anymore? It's all digitally. You know, just turn on your Apple TV and download something from iTunes, or log on to Netflix, or Hulu, or Vudu, or whatever you have, and you stream stuff directly to your device. And Netflix has changed our lives! Not just specifically Netflix, Hulu, Vudu, and YouTube, all the streaming services. YouTube a little bit differently though, because it's not movies. It's a community-based video service. So yeah. Netflix is a trip. Let's just put that out there, because I log on my computer and I usually watch Netflix right now just because I'm out of shows, just to watch it as like background noise. And I usually like watching stuff that I've already watched, but all my old shows that I love have been taken off Netflix, which I'm angry about. More specifically, How I Met Your Mother and Malcolm in the Middle. Netflix, I see you. I just use it as background noise when, like, I'm doing homework, because YouTube I use too much brain power on to listen to, because it's YouTube, and music I just sometimes get way too into. But, you know, there's certain shows that you watch where you use, like, 30% of your brain to just listen to. Like, I need one of those shows, and YouTube, to me, is like a 50% minimum, which I cannot do with homework. We go on there, and I'm just scrolling for literally hours. And then I end up just clicking on an episode of Glee after not finding anything. And that is basically our lives. Because, yes, Netflix is amazing. It has so many, like, shows that you can watch. Hashtag not spawned by Netflix. But the way that they have it set up leaves you scrolling for hours to find a show in which you end up just watching something that you've already watched 40 times. Because when I want to watch a movie, it ends in disappointment. Like the other day, I clicked on a LGBTQ+ movie, and I was like, this seems interesting. I'm really bored. Let's watch this while I just, like, scroll on Tumblr or something. The movie sucked. I'm not gonna plug it, because I don't want to get hate for anyone that likes that movie. But, poorly directed movie. No shade, no tea to any of the actors. But yeah, not a very good job directing. And then it's just like an hour and a half of my life wasted just because I wanted to watch something interesting. And listen, I should probably have just clicked on Moana for the 18th time, but I wanted something new. and I got disappointed by the new and should have just stuck to the old. Netflix has changed our lives, for the better or for the worse. That's for y'all to interpret. You know, technology is evolving, and it's pretty wonderful. And I personally wonder what's gonna happen next, because we went from not watching movies at all to silent films to color films to VHS to DVD to streaming. And streaming's where we're at now and where we've been at for a little bit. So I'm just wondering what's the next step up. Okay, side rant. I don't think we're getting holograms. No. Holograms have been a thing that's been like, oh, you know, we're just gonna get holograms next. That's like the big new thing of our generation. I don't think holograms are happening. It angers me when people say, oh, we'll be watching holograms next, or our iPhones will have hologram, or whatever, and I hate that so much. I also don't need to be going on this tangent, but I'm doing it anyways for more content. Holograms are awful, especially in the way that they've been presented in film. Like in, I believe, Back to the Future 2, I don't remember. In some futuristic movie, it was depicted holograms being just like this beam of light shot up from some device, projecting a full figure of a person having a conversation with the person that's holding the projector. And it's like one single color and doesn't make sense of how they're recording themselves, because if they're recording themselves the same way that the person answering is recording, it doesn't show up correctly. It's just, holograms anger me, and they're not gonna happen. Call me out or whatever, but holograms are not gonna effing happen. If they do, go off, but, you know. The future could possibly be VR, like interactive movies and film, which would be very interesting. Again, I don't really think that that's going to happen because VR is kind of being presented the same way that holograms were being presented, although VR is like an actual thing that we're doing, just not to the extent of like streaming and gaming that we're doing. Yeah, that's my take on Netflix and the future. I love those memes where it's like 30 years ago, in 30 years we're gonna have flying cars and all this awesome technology, and then it says now, and it shows like a thumbnail of Trisha Paytas crying on her kitchen floor at 4 in the morning. That I love, and that is how I've kind of always viewed the future, because, you know, when I was little, I would see stuff that's like, this is what the future is gonna be in like the next 20 years, and it's not. You know, of course we're evolving every day, and that's wonderful. However, we're not evolving to the extent that media has, you know, thought. So I've always viewed it as, yeah, you know, cell phones will be a bit better, but they won't be like implanted into our brains yet. I feel like that will take at least 100 years, honestly, on my part. So I guess the lesson of this part of the video is keep your expectations low, because if the outcome is low, you're not disappointed, and if the outcome's higher than what you expected, you get really excited. Anyways, if you guys liked this video, for whatever reason, make sure to give a big thumbs up or a little thumbs up if you got tiny Trump hands. Leave a comment below of anything that you want me to do in my next upcoming videos, or if you just want to say hi, because I read all my comments. And if you liked me and stuff that I've posted in the past and stuff that I might post in the future, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. And next to it, hit the little notification bell to get notified every time I post. Now, I'm gonna go scroll through Netflix for the next hour and a half, find nothing, and just watch 4 episodes of Glee. Bye!